What's going on, guys? So today we have a very important video, one that I didn't know I was going to be making, but it seems like we definitely need to talk about faction wars in today's video, guys. But before we get into that, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I post all the My Faction content you guys need, alongside with other games and especially Call of Duty, because you guys know I love Call of Duty. So if you're interested in all that, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to Jex Gaming, alright? We're going to be talking about faction wars. And if you guys missed my other videos, make sure you guys check them out. I covered a whole bunch of different topics. I covered the new live events, got the Jey Uso and everything, covered this Gunther card with him being glitched and everything. So make sure you guys check that out, and make sure you guys go ahead and get this locker code sooner than later, because it will be expiring very soon. So I just want to give you guys a quick reminder, and make sure you guys go ahead and go for this locker code if you already didn't claim this John Cena card and it's 7,500 VC. So it wasn't too long ago when I posted a video talking about faction wars and how I highly suggest you guys save up your credits, because I'm telling you guys now, once we eventually get into Amethyst tier, it's not gonna be soon. Like, I'm pretty sure maybe next month or whenever they do update the rotation for, you know, faction wars, they're still gonna be ruby cards. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna change the bosses. These could just be some more rubies that are just added, or I don't know if they're all gonna be changed out or whatever. I'm not too sure how it's gonna go. But either way, I made that video saying save up your MFP points, because for Amethyst tier, cards are going to get extremely expensive. And a lot of you guys agreed with me, but there's also people that obviously want to still get the ruby cards. They care about the collection rewards and stuff like that. And if you care about that, go right ahead and do that. But for me, I'm keeping it safe, especially after this update, because we're going to go right into it. I haven't been playing Faction Wars that much. As you guys can see, I have a whole bunch of tickets stacked up. I've been playing Proving Grounds, just trying to get that up. But I am now getting back into Faction Wars a little bit more. So yesterday I just completed a whole, run, and then I saw the rewards that I was getting, and I was like, wait, what? They nerfed them. They nerfed the rewards. If you guys just look back at any of my other Faction Wars videos, look at my tutorial video for Faction Wars. That video showed off everything that you guys needed to see for Faction Wars, and now I'm on a new run in Faction Wars right now. Look at the rewards that I'm getting. Do you guys notice anything different with the hearts? Look at the hearts, because back before this update, hearts used to give us 320 Faction Wars credits to use. But now it seems like we're only getting 160. What happened to the other 160? I don't know why they're doing this to us now. It seems like they're trying to be more stingy with the credits, I guess. I don't know why. There wasn't, from what I'm aware of, there wasn't no exploits. And even if there was an exploit, which I hope there isn't, you still can't really exploit this mode because you're locked behind tickets. So if you play 5 games, you're only going to be able to play 5 games. Even if you did the exploit, you're only going to be able to exploit Faction Wars at most for 5 games. I'm not too sure why they did this. These used to come in so clutch, but now it's going to take us even longer to get Faction Wars credits. And I've been told you, isn't it funny? I mean, hey guys, if you guys are new, I've been posting My Faction since day 1 on 2K22 all the way up till now. I've been catching on to everything, and I've been telling you guys, hey, I feel like this is gonna happen. I suggest you guys don't spend all your credits. And now look what happened. I don't know when this happened, because like I said, I haven't played Faction Wars in like a week or two, because I've been playing Proving Grounds. So I don't know if this was from their most recent update or whatever, but they definitely cut the amount of credits we can get from the hearts. And I don't know why, because once these Amethyst cards come out, they're going to be, the Amethyst bosses I should say, they're going to be even more expensive. And so we're going to have to play even more. And since we're locked behind tickets, we're going to only be able to play a certain amount of games on top of getting less credits, which means we're going to have to play the game even more. And that's one thing I have to say. I've been said this. I used to want to just grind out everything super fast for My Faction, but I've realized with how the scheduling is in this game mode that you just can't do that. You just can't do that. Like Call of Duty, for example. I know that once a new Call of Duty comes out, I can play all the modes, I can do all the unlockables, I can do everything, and I can know that the next day or even the next week there's going to be a huge update for me to play, and there's going to be a whole bunch more content for me to play. But for My Faction specifically, you can't do that, and that's been the running pattern for the last 2 years. And I know a lot of you guys that are actually heavy grinders that finished Proving Grounds, that already got all the cards that you want from Faction Wars, that, don't really care about rank play online because it's kind of messed up. All this, you guys already finished all the live events and all that stuff. You guys are bored right now. This is what you guys are saying because there's nothing new. I understand that, and what makes it even harder is the fact that the one mode that does have replayability besides live events, they're now cutting us dry with the credits. Look at this. You guys saw that other heart, right? So here's the next heart. Will I get 360 or will I get 160? Another 160. You guys see that? So I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why we're getting less credits now. I really don't understand. So this definitely does suck, and I hope that 2K can give us back our 360, because I don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't see anything wrong with it. Like literally, like I can understand why they're giving us tickets, so that way if there's an exploit, we can't just run through Faction Wars and get a whole bunch of credits and stuff. I can understand that. I can understand them raising the prices of the token market cards because of exploits from Proving Grounds and Faction Wars. That's why they want to make sure we can really grind out the mode, and then we can actually get the rewards that we earn instead of actually doing exploits. I can understand that. I can understand a whole bunch of things that they changed that a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of, but I can agree with what they did. Like I can understand why they made the changes that they made, even though people don't like it. I can understand that, but for this one right here, I don't understand why. I really don't, because I have not heard anything about no exploits. I don't see anything wrong with us getting some more credit, especially since it already takes a long time to play. Like honestly, like playing these matches over and over and over again does get repetitive. You know, we do get a lot of ladder matches in Faction Wars, I'm not gonna lie. So all that stuff, it does get a little tedious, but at least we get the rewards that we wanted, and that way once there's cards that we really want, we just go for that boss, and once we get that boss, we finally get rewarded. And now we're gonna have that same process all over again, but we're gonna have to play even more games just so we can finally get the credits that we need. So I just completed 2 matches real quick just so I can show you guys some more of the rewards, but we're about to get into the arms. And you guys are about to see another difference. I think for the arms, if I'm not mistaken, we used to get at most 260 Faction Wars credits, and now I believe it's just another 160. So you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? Like they dramatically decrease the amount of Faction Wars credits that we can get. I mean, you can still get your Faction Wars credits added up once you just keep on stacking them up and stuff, but I just feel like that, I just don't agree with that one. That, like, out of all the changes that they made to my faction this year, this is the one that I'm just kind of confused on. If not that, if the amethyst cards are expensive, for sure the pink diamond, for sure the diamond, for sure the galaxy opal. You guys think that galaxy opal cards are going to be affordable? Like they're just going to be easy, like you can just play one run and then get them? No, these cards are going to be super expensive. If these prices right now don't tell you how expensive these cards are about to get, I don't know what else to say. I mean, just look at the card market. A normal gold card is 20,000 MFP points, 18,000 VC. That's a lot. So that's why I'm just like, dang, that's kind of crazy how they're kind of doing us, man. So hey, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this change, and if you guys noticed it. I'm surprised I haven't actually gotten comments about it, because a lot of you guys have been commenting about the other stuff that you guys aren't really a big fan of. And this right here, I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't know why they changed it, but we'll see how it does. I really cannot wait for once we get into Amethyst tier and once we can finally get Amethyst bosses, because I really want to see how much they're going to cost. And I wonder if by then they will actually change the amount of credits earned per match and with the hearts and stuff in Faction Wars, because I can understand since we're in Ruby tier, they might give us like some weaker, credits. But then if we get into Amethyst tier, they start giving us better, credit rarities and stuff like that. I could see them doing that. If they do something like that where they increase it back to 360, or once some of these bosses come out, that will actually be really cool. And if they do that, I can agree with that. So if they're doing it that way to where it's like a rarity type of system, then I'm cool with that. But if they don't, then I might have a little bit of a problem with that. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this discussion video for today, man. Have you guys been playing Faction Wars? And do you guys agree with the changes that they made to the amount of credits you can get from the hearts and arms and other stuff, etc.? Let me know in the comment section down below. And make sure you guys hit that like button. I really appreciate all the love and support you guys been showing on the channel. If you guys want more of my faction videos, all you have to do is drop a like, comment something down below, and of course subscribe to Jex Gaming for more My Faction content and other big games as well, and Call of Duty, because I will be covering all that as well. That's about it, man. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm signing out. Peace.